girl Rosii here, and you can see we're in a new place. We're here in LA, hanging out, and we have an amazing guest, artist, actor. I mean, he's such an amazing person, and just wait to see. It's gonna be great. Mr. Glenn Sound. A-Town, stand up. What's up? How you feeling?
Good.
You was going to throw up the H. Don't you dang. He was like, I don't know. How you feeling? You look good, shine and gold. Let's get it.
Feel good.
You feel good? Well, the vibe is definitely here for you. Big shout outs to Liner Entertainment, Mama P, your manager, as well as our manager as well, for bringing you out and making this happen. Now, we know you be booked and busy, but let's talk about the work that you're putting in the industry. Let's talk about the Glenn Sound. Who are you?
Okay, so the Glenn Sound is the artist, and
Yes.
then Glenn B. Jackson is the actor. So
Okay.
I have like two different personas. The reason why I chose the Glenn Sound because I wanted something to sound like it's a band, but it's just one person.
Period. One band, one sound.
Yeah.
That part. I love it.
Yeah.
So, how did you find your way into music? Like, what happened, or what moment do you remember happening that made you say, you know what, this is going to be where I'm going to be here for the rest of my life?
Well, it's funny enough. There's like this baby picture with me with headphones on. I don't even remember me in the picture, but it's like I probably wasn't even 1 year old.
Oh.
So like I don't know what they were playing music or they just had it on to be like funny or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like from that moment I was always into music. My dad, he had a big collection of music, my sister, and the thing was they would listen to stuff like that's other than rap. So it's like I was able to get many genres and
Well, like a little Smokey Robinson, a little Eartha Kitt.
Yeah,
I like Eartha Kitt. I don't know why I said that. I'm so sorry, my bad.
right. So my dad would listen to like R&B, soul, and then my sister would listen to like pop, but she would also listen to like Lauryn Hill, all the way down to Lenny Kravitz, Janet Jackson, stuff like that.
Diversity, I love it.
So I would kind of sneak and like borrow her CDs.
Borrow, yeah. We know that.
Listen
The
to
younger
them,
siblings, listen. The younger siblings were always borrowing things that they never get back. So I got you. I got you.
I made sure they was in the same place so it didn't look noticeable.
I love it. So being a part of, I guess, a musical family, do you think that at a point in time when it was time for you to like go out and do your thing, that did you feel supported? Like, did you feel the support coming from your family at the same time?
Yeah, in some ways, I was in a band.
Okay.
I played the saxophone, alto saxophone.
Let me find out. Okay.
So, my dad got me an alto saxophone in middle school. I ended up playing for like 4 years.
Wow.
So I played alto all 4 years. I played tenor 1 year because the band didn't have a tenor.
Okay.
And I played baritone for a little while, but it's like, baritone is like a really big instrument. So you need like more lung capacity to do it.
Let me try to figure that out.
So
I love that.
Yeah. So but I ended up having to quit band to focus on sports.
Okay. Wow. Very interesting. So what sports did you play?
So I played baseball. I played baseball for North Shore High School.
Okay.
Center field. I usually bat like first or second.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very important. Very important. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm so stupid. But listen, because you said that, it just brought up like a very interesting, some interesting information about you. Because you're an actor, you're going to be actually putting your skills to work soon with your 1-2 center field, right?
Right.
It's coming. We're going to talk about that in just a moment.
Right. And another sport I did was track, but I ran 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles. But when it got to like high school, it's like you can't do so many things at once.
Right.
So I had to focus on just one thing and ended up being baseball.
Wow. Okay, so throughout your entire school years, basically you're an athlete, you were singing, sweet singing to the ladies, you were just doing it all. So being that you were into a lot of sports in school and you were serenading the ladies and all that stuff, how did you find yourself also becoming an actor?
Well, I had another interview where I talked about I had an English class, and in order to get extra credit, I had to attend a theater. It was what's that? Midsummer's Night Dream. So it was like Lysander, like the different characters.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. It was people that I saw that attended the school in the play that I didn't know who was actually in theater. So it was like,
Right.
oh, okay, but I never visited that situation, and I kind of feel like, man, maybe I should have been in theater because it's like it would have
Listen,
helped.
theater is lit. I just want you to know. You didn't miss out though, because you're in LA. Like it's nothing but thespians around here, so you
Right.
it's lit. So let's talk a little bit about the music that you're creating right now. The Gling Gling sound.
Right.
How would you describe your sound?
It's a little pop infused with like rap. You know, there's R&B elements. There's a country twang to it because of the Texas accent.
Okay.
It kind of comes out depending on like what music I'm making.
Okay.
And I kind of stray away from rap a little bit because it's just a sound I'm trying to go for.
Right. Okay. I love it. I know that I've gotten a chance to hear one of your newest singles, and it's definitely a banger. Your creative process, because not only are you just an artist, you're actually a producer. So you're producing, you're writing, you're doing the entire like setup. Everything is all you.
Right.
So how do you balance out being an artist as well as being an actor? Because like you're not just like you said as well. But not too much on that.
Right.
But the work that you've accomplished, you have to have balance. So how do you balance out being a professional actor as well as being a professional artist and a producer and a writer? How you do it?
Well, it goes in like seasons. There's a season where I'm making a whole bunch of music, and there's just music while I'm waiting on something. And then once something starts, I put down music to focus on that. And then once that ends, I start back with music until I get something else. So there isn't any loss of any time.
Oh, I think that's huge. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, as far as the song Bomb, it was a beat I made like almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
That I sat on for like a long time. Mm-hmm. And then last year I revisited it, like, you know what? So I made it sound more modern. I added like guitar elements and stuff like that. And I reached out to a Afrobeat singer by the name of BB Tomas.
Yes, yes.
And she's a Afrobeat singer she's from like Germany.
Okay.
And we linked up. She was willing to do the song. It was, as far as that process, it was difficult because, the time difference.
Right.
So I'll miss it while she's asleep. She misses while I'm asleep. Like,
we're going to make this happen though,
right.
Right? I love it. Now, you know what? I believe that me and someone was actually having a conversation about this because when I heard the song, I was like, wow, you can actually feel the energy in the song. But obviously, you guys weren't in the same studio recording at the same time.
No.
So how did you find yourself because that has to be kind of difficult, like to find the vibe, especially with someone that's like in a whole other country, right? So how did you find yourself saying, let's make this a banger, let's make this happen, no matter what, even if it's like 4 a.m.
Right. So she has her own studio situation. I haven't been there or whatever. So I sent her like voice notes. Like one of my friends, he did like a voice note. Oh, she should probably sing like this. Woody woot. We came up with the lyrics to send to her. She sung them. She sung like different like stacks and harmonies, but I didn't want it to sound like like this big old production or whatever. I wanted it to be like a single vocal and then a few stuff on the sides and stuff like that. A few layers, but not too much going on. Mm-hmm. So, and that's how we came up with the track. I actually ended up getting it mastered, like, I would say 3 times.
Okay.
But,
because you're a perfectionist.
Right.
Okay, I got you. I love it. Now, most people would not have an idea that, or even think that you've also served our country. You've also put in work and also just to keep us all safe. So thank you for your service. Listen, Glenn is out here, y'all. Okay, from protecting our country all the way to making music. Let's talk about one of the big moments that's coming up soon. Can we talk about that?
Sure.
Okay.
There's a indie movie. It's like half done. Well, it's like a few more days they need to do.
Okay.
But I'm playing Jackie Robinson.
Come on, Glenn. You gotta say that loud. What you doing? Come on. What you finna do?
I'm playing Jackie Robinson.
He finna play Jackie Robinson, y'all. Come on, he was like, I'm gonna play Jackie Robinson. No! That is awesome. That's talk about the emotions about that. I mean, like, Jackie Robinson.
It's cool, like, I'm kind of being modest about it, but
I know, I feel you.
So, because like Chadwick Boseman, he played Jackie.
This is, yes, definitely R.I.P. to the amazing Chadwick Boseman. So, yes. So, and then here you come.
I know, right?
But unbelievable. Thank you, because I think that it's amazing. I think, and I just want you to know, like, I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you. I can't wait to see it. In order to be in this industry, you got to have a team, right? So let's talk about your team. Who behind Mr. Glenn?
As of right now, it's Diana Liner.
Yeah.
This is my manager.
Yeah. And being out here in LA, because you have to go back and forth, you're doing a lot, right?
Right.
So how do you, and then you're going to be Jackie Robinson, going to play Jackie Robinson in a minute. How are you looking to, I guess in the next 5 years, take it to the next level?
Well, me and my manager discussed on about another project. It's not really set in stone, but it's
it's in the making.
It's in the making.
Okay.
As far as music, I have like 2 EPs done
Okay.
already.
Okay. Any release dates or anything in the like?
As of right now, it's just it's kind of sitting, so I'm like doing it single by single.
It's not that easy yet. I got you.
Right.
I love it. One thing I can say is I know definitely being in LA is so, it's a push. It's a nonstop everyday hustle and bustle. And to be here and be doing so much that you're doing, I definitely commend you. Plus, you coming on Iconix Radio. Hey, y'all. Hey. Let's dig in a little bit deeper. Mr. Glenn, what do you consider good music? Oh, man, that's the hot seat. You in the hot seat. Let's go.
Well, as far as a time period, I would say between 95 and 2005. Okay. But as far as like just good music, period, I would, my influences are like people like Kanye West, Drake, Eminem. Well, some songs a lot not that commercial.
Right.
But
I love it.
And then as far as producers, my influences were Pharrell, Timbaland.
Yeah.
Back in the time when they had like the idea of the super producer.
Yeah.
The producers were making like so much money at once, but like now,
Your top 5 songs right now. It could be old school or new school.
Top 5 songs.
Yeah. Six Red.
Nah.
Come on.
Well,
okay.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm just it's like, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As far as Kanye, I'm gonna say just a Kanye song. I would say I was listening to Remote Control on the way here.
Okay.
Off the Donda album.
Yeah.
Like 90s alternative rock. I listened to like, what's it, Goo Goo Dolls.
So Kanye, Goo Goo Dolls. I need 3 more. Beyonce? Okay. Jay, what? What? I'm trying to help you. Jay-Z?
Jay-Z. I didn't really get into Jay-Z until I got a little older or whatever.
I know, Blueprint album.
Yeah. I can't really think of songs. I'm gonna say like Kendrick.
Kendrick, come on, let's go. Yep. One more.
Let's say R&B, Maxwell.
Maxwell, yes. Okay.
That Changed My Mind song.
Come on. I love it. I think that this has been like an amazing interview. Before we get up out of here, where can people find you and support you? Because, I mean, you have so much happening right now. EPs, singles, Jackie Robinson. I mean, amazing things happening. Where can people find you and support you?
So you can find me at The Glen Glen Sound on Instagram. It's, Threads. You could find me on TikTok.
He said Threads. Listen, I ain't heard nobody plug their Thread yet. I don't even know what mine is. I'm learning my Thread because I need to be putting it on there too. It's lit. You like Threads so far?
Yeah, it's cool. It was easy to set up because it's like already linked to Instagram.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So any words of encouragement to the youth or anybody that's out there listening to the sound of your voice?
Okay. There's gonna be people that's gonna tell you who you are, tell you what you can't do. You're too young to do this. You're too old to do this. Oh, you're too short to be this. You're not like us. Maybe you don't have the personality for this, but I mean, that's other people saying and putting their own restrictions and standards on you.
Right.
Ultimately, it's what you decide and what you determine that makes you, succeed in whatever you're trying to do.
I love that. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you for your humility. Thank you for just your passion and your grind, because H-Town is in LA taking over, y'all. It's real. We got NYC in here too, y'all. And Detroit over there, look, y'all. But this has been an amazing interview. Thank you so much for taking out your time to come and hang out with Iconix Radio here in LA, y'all. I think we're about to, play a little game here in just a minute, y'all. So stay tuned. You want to play a game?
Sure.
I should have asked you that first, but I just threw you out there, right?
Right.
Okay. We'll be right back, y'all, with the one and only Glen Glen Sound. See you in a minute. Bye. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Now, this is a very special edition of Iconix Radio here live in LA with the amazing Mr. Glen Glen Sound. Now, Glen Glen, we were talking about something off camera, and I definitely wanted you to share, please, your transition from Houston to LA. Let's talk about it. Okay.
I was living with my sister at the time. It was like 8 years ago. By day, I was working at ExxonMobil Corporation. I was like organizing offices and stuff like that, like mailroom type stuff. And then at night, I was working at Hotel Derrick. I was doing like bell service, like valet, stuff like that. And I did that. I had a goal, like, okay, 3 months, I'm gonna save up enough money and kind of like leave. So I did. I saved about $3,000. I packed everything that could fit because it was a two-door.
A two-door what? Come on, man.
Two-door Mustang.
Come on. Okay.
As far as like the dressers, I take the stuff out and just put it in and just leave the dresser. Like I didn't take the whole dresser.
Yeah, you was running. You was getting out of that.
Yeah. So like the first day, I drove it was like 12 hours to El Paso.
El Paso.
Yeah, El Paso.
Now your ultimate goal to stop is LA.
Right. So I broke it down into 3 days. So the first day, I'm not familiar with the middle of Texas.
Right.
I didn't know like gas stations were like 30 miles apart from each other.
Yeah.
So I almost ran out of gas.
Okay.
And I pulled over and I flagged down like an 18-wheeler. He was like, hey, if you go back the other way, there's a gas station close by. but if you keep going, it's like 30 miles from here.
Oh,
and
man.
I started panicking, like, man, I knew this was a bad idea. And you know the birds, like, that be circling?
Yeah.
Like,
you live food right there.
Yeah, like, what do they call, vultures?
Vultures, yeah. In the middle of
Dang,
Texas.
It's crazy. So I went back to one of those old timey gas stations that the numbers like roll around and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
So I got gas from there, and I filled up a gas can. I bought a gas can there. So it was a 12-hour drive to El Paso. I got a hotel in El Paso, and then from there I drove through New Mexico, Arizona, and like, okay, my goal is Indio, Palm Springs area. I got pulled over.
Obviously, right?
Yeah. But they were like, oh, you were on the left-hand lane, which is the passing lane. You should be on the right-hand lane. And I'm like, I don't know that. Like, it's Texas plates. Like.
Okay, so that you said you was in the left-hand lane when you should have been on the right-hand lane.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a passing lane.
Right.
And then I just told him the situation, like, look, I'm moving, gonna be in school, like, and he just kind of just let me go, no ticket or nothing. So I made it to Indio, Palm Springs area, and like the area kind of reminded me like the Flintstones, because it was like it had that bedrock prehistoric feel where you see these super duper tall mountains, but all the other buildings felt shorter.
Right.
So like it was cool, you know. And the third day, I drove from like Palm Springs area to LA, which is my studio apartment.
Nice. So in the process, I know that some kind of way, somewhere, your military like instincts kicked in to get you through all of that. I mean, the goal was Houston to LA, but in the process, you got stopped. You became vulture food.
Right.
I mean, it was lit. I mean, wow. Okay, but you didn't stop by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, right?
No, I didn't.
So if y'all ever are out like in the middle and y'all see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre store, back in the day, I wrote my name on that store. It may not still be there, but just about. I did. You don't laugh. It was like 14, 15 years ago. But my name is on that store. I'm telling y'all.
The guy might have took it off. The chainsaw guy. He's still around.
And if he did, I want my name back. No, thanks. Now, Glenn, it's time to play a game. Thank you for sharing that as well. I think that really speaks determination, and like period. Like, I mean, I after I seen the vultures, baby, I would have been down. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and play a game. Can we play a game now? You ready?
Sure.
Let's go. Now, Glenn, I don't like to lose, but you know, life is not always fair. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a question. I'll give you multiple choice answers, and you just give me the right answer. Okay. Now we do have some people in here that can help you out because they know the music industry as well. So, I mean, if you want to hold it down by yourself, but don't do that. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Right.
All right. Here we go. So, Glenn, my first question is, what pop star wrote songs for Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, sorry Britney, I love you girl, Britney Spears and Alice Cooper? Was it Beyonce, Kesha, or was it Mariah Carey?
I'm going to say Kesha.
You better talk! What? Okay, sorry guys. Correct answer. Let's get it. All right, so we're just warming up. Next up, what rock icon was the founder of the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Long-Haired Men? A, Michael Bolton, B, David Bowie, or C, The Rock?
Okay, so what's the first one name?
Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
Final answer?
Well, did David Bowie didn't have long hair, did he? Well, he did.
Don't ask me. I ain't your friend.
A final answer.
A final answer? It was David Bowie. That's all right. All right, next up. Who founded Motown Records? A. Berry Gordy. Really? C. Adam Sandler. Or who founded Motown?
Berry Gordy.
Okay, I didn't even want to go through all that. All right, next up, last one. Here we go. What was Madonna's first top 10 hit? A. Holiday. B. Say a Prayer for Me. Or C. A Girl's World.
I know one had like a controversy because of, right?
You better ask somebody in the room, because I'm telling you, LA is crazy about Madonna.
Phone a friend?
Phone a friend. Who you got in the room? Somebody in the room. Anybody in the room can help you.
Just eliminate one wrong answer.
You want to eliminate one?
Anybody?
Wait, what is the question? What is the answer? I know the answer.
What was Madonna's first top 10 hit? A. Holiday. B. A Girl's World. Or C. Say a Prayer for Me.
It's not B.
Okay.
C.
Is that your final answer? Come on now. Don't do it to Madonna.
C, final answer.
Madonna, we love you. I love you. He loves you. But that's the wrong answer. It was Holiday. Holiday. Yeah, Madonna.
That was her first top 10. Like, Bernie was her first top 10.
Guys, listen, it's getting serious up here in LA, y'all. I'm so sorry.
The one that was. But that was like mid-90s.
Guys, this is a game. She has been doing this for a very long time. Okay, you know what? Redemption. Just because we in LA, we're going to give some redemption. Let's get it. Last one, final question. You ready?
Ready.
Who was the first woman ever inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? A. Tina Turner. B. Aretha Franklin. Or C. Celine Dion.
Tina Turner?
Is that your final answer? What does it mean? What? Do you want to get any help in the room up in here? Iconix Radio, I want you guys to know that this is real life right now. No pressure.
I'm going to say Tina Turner.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, that is absolutely incorrect. It was the one and only Aretha Franklin, y'all. That's okay, but listen, it's all good. You're like, oh shit. Listen. It's all right. Listen, you're gonna be playing Jackie Robinson, so it don't even matter, y'all. We love you, Glen Sound. Thank you, huh?
Not saying they're gonna kill me when they see you.
Oh yeah, it's going down. It's over. Thank you so much for all of your work. Thank you for everything. And thank you for hanging out, playing the game with us. It was so much fun, and we can't wait to hear your song right here on Iconix Radio. Y'all stay tuned. It's your girl Rosii here with Glen Sound. We are out of here, and bye.